Hi there. Hope you're all well. Audio is good? Awesome. Fantastic. Andrew, I'm just going to take the initiative and make you a co-host. Hey, Chase, I hope you're well. Please, everyone, hit the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Happy Monday. I hope it has been an excellent weekend. So we've got the top of the hour. In fact, we got 1 minute past. So I think we're going to dive into things. Now, if you're here for the very first time, a very special welcome to you. These presentations are obviously for you, for guests, but they're also very important to members that have been new or are new to CFX, looking to really eternalize how this platform works in an effort to become more familiar and potentially share it with others if that's something they choose to do. And so we're going to accomplish all of those things over the next 45 minutes, I think. And we're going to get started with just a little bit of an understanding in regards to Zoom. First of all, if you're on your phone, your toolbar typically is at the bottom of your screen. On laptop or tablet or desktop, the toolbar is at the top of your screen. And your chat window is either right on the main toolbar, or it is in the More section, 3 dots, and drop down, you'll find a toolbar in there if it's not on the main part. Now, we want to give you an opportunity to be able to communicate with members that have been using this platform for some time. And we're going to call on those members during the course of the presentation for the benefit of you, for guests, and to really help you get as much value out of what we're going to cover over the next 45 minutes as possible. So let's get into it. All right. So first of all, we're here to discuss a platform that is referred to as CFX. Obviously, FX is right in the name, so you know we're looking to discuss a Forex-based platform. Now, this platform has been in operation for more than 2 years now. Many of you got started in June or July or August of 2019. That seems like a lifetime ago now, but it certainly wasn't. If you were in grade 1 when we launched, you're only in grade 3 now, so it really wasn't that long. But we're going to focus on the features that this platform has. Let me just change. I'm just going to change my apologies. I'm just going to change my video settings. Let me get rid of the screen background. None. There we go. Okay. Apologies. I had that on for a previous call that I don't need anymore. Okay, so first of all, thanks so much for taking time out of your schedules to be here. Greatly appreciated. Of course, for those of you who are members, we've just gotten back from an office opening in Panama. In fact, I can see, Andrew, that you're in the corporate office right now. I'm not sure when you flew down, but you look good there. The lighting's nice, and yeah, it was a great event. It was great to have some of the professionals that are going to be there that, of course, are going to be working on accreditation for the Forex Academy that CFX is launching. And of course, you saw some other ministers at that event, and they're performing other very important tasks that I can't get into on this call, but you can put 2 and 2 together and start to figure out all the really cool things that are going on behind the scenes that are going to put all of you in a very good position for a prosperous, not only months to come, but years to come as well. And that's, of course, how this company is being built out and structured so that this becomes an income source that you can rely on for an awful long time. Now, before we get into the specifics, we're going to all watch a short 90-second video together. This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away from millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made. At CFX, we believe it is the right of everyone to create financial abundance for themselves. That really is a recurring theme in this particular platform, and you're going to hear that over and over, especially as we start to wrap up the phase one of this company, move into phase two. And of course, that office inauguration or ribbon cutting ceremony was a key component for phase one. There were several more to check off that list before we launch into phase two, which is going to open many more doors for all participating members. Now, there are two significant industries with which CFX has a footprint. One, of course, is the e-learning industry. And that's going to become evident as we start talking about the Academy in a moment. And of course, the second is the global Forex market. And the simple graphic that you can see on your screen now is there to illustrate the magnitude of the global Forex market. Many people ask how long CFX can continue accepting new members globally, and the answer, of course, is for many years to come, and it's due to the immensity of the global Forex market that's going to facilitate that. So that wouldn't necessarily be the case if we were speaking about another financial product, but because Forex is our focus, we can continue to grow for the foreseeable future. This is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. It's also historically proven to be recession-proof. Now, of course, evidence of that could not be stronger than what we've dealt with over the last, let's say, 18 months or so, when money markets were being turned upside down on their heads. And of course, CFX members continued to have success in the trading space using this platform, and most specifically the EAs that we're going to talk about in just a couple of minutes. There's a great deal of flexibility in the Forex market. You can also leverage and compound, and these are a couple of those financial principles that we talked about in that opening video. And this is a 5-day per week market. So markets are opening Monday morning, Asia Pacific, and closing Friday afternoon, the New York market, more New York session. So in between those Monday morning and Friday afternoon, 24 hours a day, you can be trading. And of course, we certainly are. So the purpose of the platform, well, the purpose really, and for those of you who watched that ribbon cutting ceremony, you could certainly see it in Edwin's face and Waskar as well, as they were talking about the origins of the company and why they launched the company and what they're determined to do moving forward. And that is really to provide an opportunity to earn for individuals that perhaps due to their employment or their schedules or perhaps aptitudes or interests would not normally be individuals that could profit in the global Forex market. For example, I don't have the aptitude to be staring at my computer screen for hours at a time, so I would not be someone who would normally be profiting in the global Forex market. But of course, I've been able to now for more than a couple of years because of this particular platform and the automation that goes along with it. Positioning, we're going to talk about the positioning in just a couple of slides after we introduce you to the founders of the company. We'll talk a bit more about how they're doing what they're doing. But first, let's talk a little bit about the two gentlemen that launched this platform. Now, Edwin focuses on all things trading, which is why he's VP of Trading Operations. And you'll see a team that he's working with very diligently, not only to develop their own technology, but also to constantly monitor and maintain that technology so it continues to perform moving forward for us as well. Waskar manages, of course, all other facets with a very capable and competent supporting staff. And you met some of those supporting staff at that event that happened just recently. For example, you met one of the heads of our graphics team on one of those interviews. And you will also be introduced as you start to tour those facilities yourself, make time in your schedule to go down to Panama you'll have opportunities to meet heads of other divisions as well. One of the gentlemen that were interviewed in that video was Ron Pope, who is the owner of the Conversion Pros, and he's a third-party company that has really built up much of the infrastructure that CFX uses. More than 30 full-time programmers work with that particular company, and they cover everything to do with security, making sure that your back office is always safe and always secure for you. But also, they build out all of the software in your back office that you're used to dealing with on a regular basis, including how you manage the growth of your business, how you manage all the statistics and data that are included in various areas of that back office. It's the Conversion Pros that do all of that. And then, of course, the support staff is always growing, as well as the social media team. And really, the list goes on and on and on. Now, in regards to facilities, of course, well, Andrew's in the facility right now. No one's there except for him, it looks like, working, but things are getting done. Anyway, this is more than 10,000 square feet. And it really is meant to be a connecting point between members of the company and the software and the focus of the company in its ability to assist individuals create that financial abundance for themselves. And so, as an example, you'll learn in just a couple of minutes about the academy that accompanies your membership with CFX. And one of the connecting points between members and that academy, of course, is this space where you'll be able to pursue a higher degree of learning and improve your familiarity and expertise in the global Forex market, if that's something that appeals to you. And you'll be able to do that with the classroom environment that's built into that facility. Now, that's an open door policy. And so starting in January of 2022, that will be open full time, and members can go at any time to tour that. If you want to go visit it before then, that's something you'll need to contact the company and book. In regards to trading, and trading really is probably what brought most of you to this platform initially. The trading really is what's put the company on the map. They've been able to do some things that many companies over the years have attempted to do that are not easy to do. And one of those things, of course, is consistency in the global Forex market. Being consistent in trading is one of the hardest things to do. Everyone can have very successful pockets or periods of time in trading, followed by unsuccessful periods. And those are sort of the hills and valleys of being a professional trader. It's really taking your game to the next level and bringing a consistency long-term that really separates the pros, the ultra successful traders, from other participants. And the way CFX does it is rather interesting. They do it with software and not trading floors. So when you go to that space, what you're not going to see is a room full of 20 or 30 or 50 full-time programmers staring at their computer screens, but rather you're going to see a team of experts that are constantly monitoring trade results and using that data to tweak and update and improve the EAs that they are using on a daily basis. Now, EA is an abbreviation for expert advisor, which is a fancy way of saying software. So that's exactly how CFX trades and where their proficiency lies. Below that, you can see a screenshot for web TV, and this is we call a window or an iframe into exactly what's happening behind the scenes. And so this is something that you can log into from your phone or your tablet or your computer. And you can share this anytime you want to with anyone else, because you'll actually get a window into various currency pairs CFX is trading at any particular point in time through this web TV feature. Now, let's watch another short video about the Academy and we'll move on from there. So this curriculum is broken into 3 series, is how they're referred: the Elemental series, the Advanced Professional, and the Supreme series. And what you'll find as this academy starts to become unlocked to you is that it's filled with videos. In fact, more than 150 videos covering a very broad range of topics that are designed to really help you lay a foundation of familiarity in the global Forex market. But as you get towards the end of this list of videos into the Supreme series, this is where things are going to get a little heavier, and where connecting yourself to that corporate office and to live seminars is really going to help you if your choice, if you choose to develop these skills and the ability to trade anytime you want to, wherever you want to. Of course, not all members are going to choose to do that, but this was always meant to be a full service Forex platform. And so whether you're going to completely rely on the automation that CFX offers, or you're going to completely rely on developing skills to trade for yourself, or your interest falls somewhere in between, you're going to be able to get taken care of and serviced in this platform. Now, how you access the Academy is going to be done through something we refer to as trading packs. And in fact, what you're looking at is something we call the trading pack ladder. There's 15 steps up this ladder, and the very first step is a $300 step. And you can see that icon. That's the silver colored icon at the top of your screen. You'll also notice that each one of those icons has a denomination in it: 300, 500, 1,000, etc. These are all in USD, US dollars. And then there's 3 lines of text to the right of each one of those icons: Academy Pack, Trade Pool Deposit, and Leadership Program. And of course, those are also followed by numbers. So here's the way the math works. There's a 70-30 split on every single trade pack. If you look, for example, at the top, the $300 trade pack, a 30% of the value of that particular trade package is allocated for an academy. Or a section of the academy, and the remaining 70 is allocated for the trading pool. So this is why you see $90, 30% of 300 is $90, and the remaining 70% of $300 is $210. Now, the leadership program is not in US dollars, it's in PV. So this is personal volume points. And you'll notice that the leadership program points are always 50% of the value of the trade package. So 150 for 300, 250 for 500, etc. So as you move through, you'll see that the mathematics holds true. If we look at a $2,000 trade pack, for example, 30% of $2,000 is $600, and the remaining 70% or $1,400 is allocated to be traded on your behalf using the technology that we just finished talking about. And so what members choose to do is they start wherever they're comfortable starting. You can start at any one of these 15 different trade pack levels. Here's the advanced series from $5,000 through to $20,000. And finally, the Supreme series from $30,000 to $100,000. Now, the very first thing that I'd like to share is a disclaimer. It's very important when you're dealing in real trading, and of course you are dealing in real trading with CFX, that you're only risking capital that you can afford to lose. This is very important. So if $300 is the limit of your risk appetite, then that's what you'll get started. Perhaps $30,000 is the limit of your risk appetite, and that's where you'll get started. You're going to do what's most comfortable for you. It's important you also understand, while we've had an absolutely stellar last 24, 25, 26 months of trading operation, past results don't guarantee future results. So that needs to factor into your decision-making as well. Now, one of the ways this ladder works is exactly how the word ladder implies, and that is it's something you can climb. So you can start wherever it's comfortable starting, and you can navigate your way north of that into larger and larger trading packs using the results you're generating from your current trading pack. And in fact, this is an opportunity I would like to take for existing members to be able to share some of their success in the chat section for the benefit of new members and guests. So if you don't mind, members, hit the chat. Let us know 3 things. We'd like to know where you started on your trade package ladder journey, where you are currently, and how long ago you first got involved. So members know exactly how long it's taken you to get from your starting position to where you are currently. That would be greatly appreciated. I think that if I was looking at this information for the first time, that would be tremendous value to me in assessing as to whether this is a platform that's appropriate for me or not. Now, I'm just going to hit the chat as well and watch some of these numbers come in. Yeah, look at this. Is fantastic. September 2020, 307K. Congratulations. Hans, $300 into 100K started in November 2020. Congratulations to you. Hey, Chase, that's $500. Good for you, dude. Congratulations. So yeah, there's some fantastic results you're all generating here. Impressive. Thank you everyone for taking time to share. Continue to pour those in if you don't mind. Lulu, from $1,000 to 7K. That's just awesome. Anyway, that's exactly why this platform was designed, is for you to start where you're comfortable starting. No pressure on the consumer, no pressure on the member, and be able to navigate this trade package ladder until you ultimately reach a $100,000 trade package, which is the top of the ladder. Now, obviously, as you start to migrate your way through this trade package ladder, of course, what's happening is you're unlocking more and more of the Academy curriculum until you get to ultimately $100,000 and are unlocking all of that curriculum. Now, that Academy, of course, is being built out as we speak. And so I'm sure we're going to have an awful lot of Forex enthusiasts pouring through that curriculum as soon as it's released to everyone. Now, we've reached the halfway point of this presentation, so we want to focus on how members may choose to be involved, because there are a couple significant options. One of those is essentially as a customer. Now, a customer is someone who's going to take advantage of the features of the platform, but that's all they're going to do. So they're signing on to be a member and allow that software, specifically the EAs, to do their job. But there are also some of you that chose to get involved and want to squeeze every possible dollar out of the opportunity that's CFX. And that is that you're going to not only consume as a customer, but you're also going to become an ambassador and share CFX with others to open up other bonuses. And so what I wanted to do is focus on what those bonuses were, so you can all make the best decision for you in deciding whether you want to be a customer or someone who's also going to share the platform with others. So to do that, we need to define a few terms. And one of those terms is bear capital, BEAR. So bear is essentially gains. These are gains that are made through the purchase of a trade package and through the trading activity that's going to happen on a Monday to Friday, week by week by week basis. The gains that you're going to make through trading is referred to as bear capital. Now, you notice in the paragraph on the screen, there's also a bonus included in bear capital called the force matrix. We'll talk more about that in just a couple of minutes. And bull capital, BULL, are gains that you can make when you refer a minimum of one other person to the platform. Now, the way it works is this. You can earn up to 2 times the value of your trade package in bear gains, and you can earn an additional 2 times the value of your trade package in bull gains. So, for example, if you got started at a $500 trade package, you can make $1,000 in bear gains, and you could also choose to, and this is optional, make an additional $1,000 in bull gains. So $2,000 gain from your $500 starting position, and that gives you the resources then to choose to perhaps work your way up that trade package ladder, as you saw members doing in the chat. Now, let's give you a bit of a 30,000-foot overview as to exactly how this whole thing works. We're going to use an example of a $1,000 trade package, and you can see that, of course, that icon on the left-hand side of your screen. And let's first of all talk about bear gains or bear capital. So bear capital, if you recall, that is the 70% that is going to be traded on your behalf through the trading pool. So 70% of a $1,000 trade package obviously is $700. So that's $700 being traded on your behalf Monday to Friday on positive or winning trading days, and you can earn up to 2 times or 200% of the value of your $1,000 trade package. On the bottom side of the screen, you can see bull capital. Now, that's the remaining 30% of the value of your trade package. 30% of $1,000 is $300, and that offers bonuses that are split 2 ways. One of them is a fast start bonus and the other is a unilevel, which is why it says 50% and 50%. In other words, 100% of that digital product sale, that is the Academy, is going to members. None of that is going to the company. We're going to talk about how the company can afford to do that in just a couple of minutes. But as you start to accrue fast start bonuses and unilevel bonuses, if you choose the option of sharing CFX with others, of course, you can make an additional 2 times or 200% the value of your trade package. So this means either earning $2,000 on a $1,000 trade pack or earning $4,000 on a $1,000 trade package. Now, there are 3 different options when you reach that, either one of those 2 ends. And one of those options, of course, is that you can withdraw all your gains. You'll pay a withdrawal fee when you do, and you can walk from the platform. You can walk away a winner, walk away profitable. Of course, the second option is not to walk away. The platform obviously worked for you the first time. So perhaps you'll purchase another $1,000 trade package and just do the whole thing over again. But there is a third option. And the third option is what you saw members posting in the chat over the last 5 minutes. And that is you can choose to take the next step up the trade package ladder. So in all three of those cases, you're going to withdraw your gains, you're going to pay a withdrawal fee, but in the third case, you're going to actually take the next step up the trade package ladder. Now, after a $1,000 trade package would be a $2,000 trade package. Why would someone choose to do that? Well, simple. If 70% of the value of your trade package is being traded on your behalf, and you're trading a $2,000 trade package, that means you're trading $1,400 instead of $700. So it stands to reason that your daily Monday to Friday trading gains would be larger. Well, they would be. They'd actually be twice the size because you're trading twice the amount. And that's the reason why so many members choose to climb the trade package ladder. Now, we're going to break through all of these or break down all of these in a little bit more detail. First of all, we're going to talk about trading because trading is something that everybody benefits from, whether you're a customer or whether you choose to also share CFX with others. Every single member who owns an active trade package is going to see daily trading results as long as the technology and platform is profitable. Now, first of all, the number in the center of your screen, up to 15% per week. So this is a cap. This is not a guarantee. Very important to understand. The most money you will ever make in a single week with CFX trading is 15%. Okay, most. Anything over that is going to go to the platform itself. The other thing that's very important is your trading gains will accrue Monday to Friday. And on Saturday, they will all be pushed to an internal wallet that was built for you in your back office where you can choose to withdraw your gains. Lastly, all winning trades and all losing trades at the end of every trading day are added together. And from that is where we're going to determine what the trading result was for the day. And how much you're going to earn, of course, is based on the trading pack you're using. For example, all the winning trades and all the losing trades are added together. CFX is going to take its trading fee. We call it a success fee. So in other words, this is how the company is profitable. This is how they can afford to pay out 100% of the sale price of the digital product we were talking about on the previous page. Now, after they take that success fee, the balance is shared with all of us that own active trade packages. So for example, if we have a 1.3% trading day today on Monday, whatever you're trading, if you have, for example, a $5,000 trade package, remember you're trading 70% of the value of that. So you'd be trading $3,500. $3,500 times 1.3%, that would be your trading gain for today. And that's what you're going to see happen day after day after day. All right, so on to the two bonuses that are accrued or earned when you choose the option of sharing CFX with someone else. Now, that first bonus we refer to as a fast start bonus. And if you recall, 30% of the value of every trade package is allocated for this bonus and the next one we're going to talk about, which is why it says 50% in front of fast start. So, for example, if a friend of yours chose to get started with a $1,000 trade package, well, 30% of that $1,000 is going to a digital product sale. That's $300. And half of that $300 is going to a fast start bonus for you. You're the person who referred them to the platform, and that would be $150. So a simple way of looking at the math, of course, is 15% of the value of every trade package is allocated as a fast start bonus. Now, where this bonus becomes really impactful is not only are you going to earn the first time that your friend gets started, but any and every time they choose to either renew or climb the trade package ladder, you're going to generate another fast start bonus. So for example, a year down the road, when they're no longer at a $1,000 trade pack, maybe they're moving from a $30,000 trade pack to a $50,000 trade pack. Well, that's a $20,000 jump. You'll earn 15% of that $20,000. That's a $3,000 fast start bonus for you. And every time they continue to move up the trade package ladder, well, you will earn again. So this becomes, for many of you who choose to share CFX with one or more individuals, a very impactful bonus, to say the least. Now, the other half of the product sale is allocated to what we refer to as a unilevel. So this is not an individual bonus. This is a team bonus. And because it's a team bonus, because you can leverage yourself in this team bonus, you have the ability to build something very substantial. Let me show you. Remember, in the fast start bonus, if you're the person who referred someone to CFX, you earn 100% of that fast start bonus. That's not the case here. But the difference is that as you start to share CFX with others, who then start to share CFX with others, and so on and so forth, and that growing genealogy under you continues to expand, you'll earn in the unilevel from all activity that's taking place as long as it's taking place in an area that you qualify for. So let's break all this down. You can see on the screen levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 are automatically unlocked. So you automatically qualify for growth in levels 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, anyone that you personally refer to the platform is going to live on your level 1. So if you share CFX with one person or 3 people or 5 people or 100 people, they're all going to be on your level 1 side by side. And anyone that they share CFX with will be your level 2, which of course would be their level 1. And then anyone they share CFX with would be your level 3. And those people, when they share CFX, would be your level 4. Now, levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all 10% levels. So same example, somebody is getting involved with a $1,000 trade package. Remember, 15% of that is allocated as a fast start bonus. Well, another 15% is going into this bonus. So that's $150 that's going into this bonus. Now, if you were the sponsor and the person's on your level 1, you would earn 10% of $150, $15. But here's where it gets interesting. Individuals on your second level that you didn't sponsor, but happen to be in your genealogy, you would also earn 10%. Likewise on level 3 and also level 4. And when you become an executive in CFX, you will unlock levels 5 and 6, where you'll earn 20% of that $150. And then when you become a manager, you'll unlock levels 7 and 8. Director unlocks level 9, and President's Club unlocks level 10. So this is a 10-level bonus. And as friends share with friends, it increases the amount that you can pull from this weekly bonus. This is paid out every single week, week after week. What's interesting also, if you take a look at President's Club, Ambassador, and Global Ambassador, there's also something called a global bonus. And where this is very important is it gives you the ability to turn a 10-level unilevel bonus into an unlimited unilevel bonus. In other words, in a platform as simple as this, you'll find that friends tend to share this quite easily and quite effectively. And therefore, you'll find that in areas your unilevel is growing beyond level 10. And so it's important that there's a mechanism for you to earn money from all growth wherever it happens to happen. So if you, over, let's say, months, are growing into level 15 or 20 or 30 and beyond, you have the capacity to earn from all of that as soon as you hit President's Club and beyond. Okay, now let's discuss the last bonus. And if you recall, when we were defining, what was the term? It was bear capital, BEAR. If you remember that paragraph at the bottom, it said you also, in addition to daily trading results, have access to a forced matrix bonus. This is the bonus that paragraph was referring to. In other words, even if you choose to never share CFX with anyone else, you still have access potentially to making money from this forced matrix. Now, this matrix is a very different structure than the bonus we just finished looking at, which was the unilevel. Now, remember, in the unilevel, you can personally share CFX with any number of people, and all of those people are on your level 1. In this bonus, the structure is very different. And you can see on the graphic that you only have room for 3 people on your level 1. So you can't put 10 or 15 or 20 or 100 on your level 1. Now, this is done deliberately. It's done so that you'll end up with a spillover type of a function where people are falling down under other people. In fact, you can see that represented by all the gray arrows at the top of this graphic. So for example, if you referred 7 people to CFX, potentially there's room for 3 of them, but one of those spaces might even have been filled by someone above. As soon as those 3 spaces are full, your other 4 friends or 5 friends have to find another spot in the matrix, and they'll drop down to your level 2, or perhaps they'll even drop down to your level 3 or even further down. Now, the reason that this is done is some of the people in your genealogy are going to be customers. They've purchased a trade package and they have the intention of benefiting from the trading in that trade package, and they have no interest beyond that. But those people could still end up with someone that drops down inside their matrix. And if that person that drops down inside their matrix chooses to share CFX with others, now that customer who never referred anyone to CFX has a growing matrix that they're starting to make money from. So let's talk specifically about where the money comes from that feeds this bonus. So you can see, first of all, from the numbers in the center of the screen, this builds out in multiples of 3, 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, etc. Okay. Now, there's also green numbers running down the right-hand column. So 3, 3, 3, 5, 6, 10, 30, 20, 10, 10. Those are also in percentages. And if you add those all together, it's 100%. So you know exactly where every dollar is going that enters this matrix. So where does the profit come from? Well, I mentioned earlier on the overview slide that there is a withdrawal fee every time any person in the platform makes a withdrawal. And that is indeed the case. And that's what feeds this bonus. So if you look at the top paragraph on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see there's a 20% withdrawal fee. And the second paragraph allocates or designates where that 20% goes. So that's broken up into 3 different bonuses. Half of that withdrawal fee goes into the bonus you see on the screen now. Remaining 10% goes to a matching bonus, and the 40% goes to leadership rank bonuses. We'll talk about both of those in just a minute. So the 50% of every withdrawal, how does that work? Let's say that somebody on your level 8, so this would be friends who have shared with friends who have shared with friends, and a person that you may know or may not know is sitting on level 8 of your matrix. Now, you can see that there's room for 6,561 people. That does not mean you're going to fill every position in your matrix, and it doesn't matter because you're going to earn from any and every person as long as you qualify for level 8 when they make a withdrawal. So let's say one person on your level 8 is making a $1,000 withdrawal. $1,000. Now, you know there's a 20% fee. That's a $200 fee on a $1,000 withdrawal. And you also know that half of that fee is going into this matrix bonus. So half of $200 is $100. So on a $1,000 withdrawal, $100 is going into the matrix. You also know that level 8, the green number on the right-hand side says 20%. So that's a 20% payout level. So on the $100 that is going into the matrix, you personally will earn $20, and the remaining $80 will be shared with all of the other levels. In other words, for every single member that makes a withdrawal, there are 10 people that are able to profit from that. So not only will you make that $20, but you'll also earn on every single person in your matrix making a withdrawal on every level that you qualify for. We'll talk about the qualification in just a minute. What's most important, though, is every single time that that group of people in your matrix make a withdrawal, you earn again, and you earn again, and you earn again. What's most important to understand, though, when you were looking at the chat and members were sharing with you their climb up the trade package ladder, as members, let's say, move from a $300 trade pack starting position over time to a $50,000 starting or a trade pack position, you could imagine the size of their withdrawals is obviously significantly larger now than it was when they first started. Well, that means that your matrix earnings, if they're in your matrix, are going to be larger as well. So as your organization continues to move through the trade package ladder, and as that group continues, if they choose, to share CFX with others and earn unilevel bonuses, fast start bonuses, etc., they're going to withdraw all of those gains in larger and larger increments as time passes, which means you are the benefactor of those larger withdrawals any and every time someone makes a withdrawal. So for most of you, this forced matrix bonus is going to be your largest income center, your largest income source within CFX. Now, the matching bonus is exactly what it sounds like. So if you refer one person or 5 people or 10 or 100 people to CFX, for every person you've personally referred, you're going to get a 10% match of anything that they make in their matrix earnings. So for example, if one of your friends had a $7,000 matrix payout, well, you would make a $700 match from that. And you'll earn that match, of course, for an unlimited number of people that you personally refer to CFX. Now, on the right-hand side of the graphic, you can see the qualifier. So we talked about qualification. And in this case, the qualifier is not ranks like it was in the unilevel, but rather it's the size of your trade package. And this had to be done in this way because remember, the unilevel, or apologies, the matrix is a bonus that's available to all members, whether you have referred someone to CFX or not. So the qualifier needed to be fair and impartial. And so the way that this has been done by the company is it's calculated on the size of your trade pack. For example, if you happen to be on a $5,000 trade pack, you're qualified to earn from withdrawals of any person in your level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And over time, as you move to a $10,000 trade package, that's going to unlock level 7. Anyone on your level 7 making a withdrawal, you would also earn. And as you continue to work yourself towards a $30,000 trade package, that's going to qualify you for withdrawals on every level 1 through 10 in the matrix. Last thing for us to discuss, and that, of course, is the leadership program. Now, if you recall, the way that you unlocked levels 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 in your unilevel was through hitting ranks. And the first of those ranks is we refer to as executive. So how does one become an executive? Well, first of all, 500 PVP. If you remember that personal volume on the trade package ladder, we talked about the leadership program, 50% of the value of the trade package was in PV. Well, a 500 PV pack obviously is a $1,000 trade package. So the first thing that you need to do to qualify as an executive is to be on a $1,000 trade package. You need to refer a minimum of 3 people to CFX. And from those 3 people, as your organization starts to grow, you need to accrue in a 30-day period, 25,000 in total group volume, PGV. Now, of course, if you don't do that in your first 30 days, it's not a problem. This is a 30-day rolling calendar. So it does not reset back to 0. It makes it much, much easier for you to hit your rank. By the way, a maximum of 15,000 volume can come from one of those teams. If you referred 3 people, that would mean, of course, you have 3 separate growing teams. If you referred 5 people, you'd have 5 growing teams. 10 people would give you 10 growing teams. Well, a maximum of 15,000 can come from one of those teams. The balance has to come from a combination of all the other teams added together. Now, when day 30 comes, if you're just a little bit shy of your 25,000 group volume requirement, not a worry. Day 31, new volume from team growth is added and the volume from day 1 falls off. Day 32, new volume is added, volume from day 2 falls off. So it's always a fixed 30-day that rolls along until you reach your 25,000 in group volume, making you an executive. Congratulations. And now you're qualified, of course, to earn on levels 5 and 6 from the unilevel. And that's going to be the single biggest advantage that you have, because, of course, that gives you a big bump to your earnings. Not only are they 20% payout levels on levels 5 and 6, but you also have more exponential growth happening on levels 5 and 6 before levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. Manager, of course, unlocks levels 7 and 8. How do you reach manager? Very simple. You assist 2 individuals in reaching executive. They have to be from 2 different lines of lineage or 2 different teams, and you will automatically be propelled to manager. Hitting director is accomplished when any 2 individuals in your organization reach manager. Hitting president's club, of course, any 3 people in your organization will hit director, and so on and so forth. And this is how you navigate this roadmap to unlocking all of the ranks that CFX offers. There's also bonuses, and we talked about this when we were allocating, of course, that withdraw fee. Remember, 50% of that withdraw fee was going towards the matrix, 10% was going to a matching bonus, and the remaining 40% is going here. These are leadership rank bonuses. So when you hit executive, in addition to receiving the Sterling Silver pin, executive pin that you will receive in person when you meet Edwin and Waskar at a live event, of course, you're also unlocking levels 5 and 6, and you're also going to receive a $900 iPad Air. This is that foldable paper-thin iPad. Of course, you can also take 75% of the value of any of these prizes if you choose not to accept the prize itself. When you hit the rank of manager, a big jump in prize value, of course, and that is a $10,000 value, his or her day date from Rolex. In addition to unlocking levels 7 and 8 in the unilevel, you'll unlock level 9 in the unilevel when you hit director. This is $15,000 towards travel anywhere in the world. And level 10, the last unilevel level, is unlocked when you hit President's Club. The most important thing about President's Club, of course, is that you also now are unlocking the global bonus, which allows you to earn on unlimited depth in the unilevel and not just levels 1 through 10. And of course, $100,000 towards anything that Porsche makes. When you hit ambassador, it's $200,000 towards anything Ferrari makes. And you're adding another 50% to your ability to earn in the global bonus pool. And then lastly, the global ambassador grows your global pool bonus earnings again, and also unlocks $500,000 towards anything that Lamborghini makes. Now, with that, I want to thank all of you very much for your participation. I appreciate it. It makes the presentations so much more effective when you're sharing in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Andrew, for continuing to let people in the room. If you are here as a guest, I would encourage you to do one thing only, and that is to simply get back to the person that asked you to attend this presentation and let them know whether you feel most appropriate as a customer. That's someone who's simply going to benefit from the automated trading that CFX offers for the time being, or perhaps you're in a position right now where you need to squeeze every dollar out of this plan. And although you don't have all the answers yet, you know that you're going to want to share CFX with others. Simply let your friend know, and they'll help you in either one of those cases get started the right way. I hope you all have an excellent week. Remember, we're hanging out here again. Probably we're going to have an end of month event before we see each other again on Friday, or perhaps we'll have it on Friday. I'm not sure exactly what day of the week it is now, but for those of you who are members, we'll see you at an end of month event coming this week. And of course, we do these presentations Mondays and Fridays. Same link, same time. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the day.